now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and we about to get to the content. And the content is No Jumper is going broke, which I don't believe. I think this is a quest to get out of Dodge, get out of town. When No Jumper first started, it was a hip hop, underground hip hop platform, which everybody that was in the, rap world underground wanted to go to get their music out. I know I did. And I also went there around a time when everybody wanted to go on No Jumper. Now, what's going on in today's time is a lot, and we will break that down as this video goes. So let's get to this content. No Jumper is going broke. I don't believe it.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke. I know that might sound crazy. Between both of our YouTube channels last month, we got over 25 million views. We're doing well on Facebook and Snapchat. We employ quite a few of the hottest content creators on the West Coast, and we pump out an insane amount of content on a weekly basis. How could we be going broke? Well, let's start here. We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit. We hired a whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was going to continue. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Our YouTube numbers, which had doubled or even tripled, gradually returned to normal. Our Snapchat and Facebook numbers, which had exploded during COVID, sometimes even hitting 6 figures a month, shrank by about 80% or more. Our Patreon, which was absolutely killing it for a year or two when we were doing uncensored, aka nude interviews with up-and-coming superstars like Kazumi and Sky Bree, fell off quite a bit with the launch of Plug Talk.
Wait, where was I at? I didn't see none of that. I must have missed that. I didn't catch none of them shows. I definitely would have been tuned into that. But this is my take on it. I think the consistency of having gang members, gang bangers on the show is definitely what the problem could be here. When you kept it professional, when you had your first crew, when you had AD and all them, that's when the show was booming. But when they left, you continue to hire these gang members and bring gang members on the show, and it did good. I will say Brick Baby definitely played a good part in the show, and definitely Flacco brought them numbers to the show. And what's the other guy named Sharp? I believe him too. But all the gang banging, the squabbles out there, I think Lush had a squabble out there. We just seen the recent squabble out there, and guns in the building and all that stuff, feds pulling up. I actually think the feds told you, listen here, man, we on to you. Not per se you, but the company that you bring, we are definitely watching them. And either you going to help us with the show to take some of these guys down, or if I was you, I'd find me another location. Now, it could be that, or the location is just hot. Everybody knows the location. Everybody knows the spot, especially when you go live. You just haven't had no live wire to go up there and cause no real ruckus while the show was live. So that's definitely my take on it.
And a decreased interest in seeing us interview stars. In addition to that, you might recall that the channel took quite a hit when approximately 8 of our hosts left the platform in March of 2023. Although we've definitely largely recovered and managed to build up a very healthy roster of talent since then, that certainly took a toll on our business for a while as well. All that stuff hurt the business, but we were still solidly profitable. That is, until the last few months, where we experienced 2 major L's that we never could have seen coming. First, we lost the No Jumper Instagram. After almost 10 years of building it up and essentially no strikes on our account, we got taken down one day, and we still have absolutely no idea why. We've had no luck getting it back, despite being in contact with what seems like every Instagram recovery guy on the face of the planet. We were bringing in a very solid amount of cash monthly that was keeping us afloat via selling sponsored posts on the account, and that mostly vanished overnight. And while we've been growing the new No Jumper LA account up ever since and managing to sell sponsored collab posts using my Instagram and the No Jumper LA account, DM or email if interested, we aren't making anywhere near as much from Instagram now. Side note, if you're a Meta rep, please DM me. I would love to speak to anyone who could help with this. And second, in addition to that, we have been hit with a bullshit lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described.
I never seen him this up in personal with the camera, this close to the camera talking. I know April Fool's was a couple of days ago. What's today? Let me see. Today is the 2nd. It was yesterday. So maybe this is an April Fool's joke. We just seen, what's his name? 4Extra was released. He was on the internet this morning, happy, jumping around, Vernon Ave, his hood day. And ain't that kind of strange? They let him out during the hood day. But anyway, I think this is just to get the momentum going for 4Extras to pop back up on the show and the numbers go back up. Now they said they selling this building that they paid $4 million for. Woo! You see what happened when the hood dudes show up and show out? Y'all done made this man $4 million and y'all left with some crumbs. But anyway, man, this is my first time seeing this up in personal. He could be lying or he could be telling the truth. Look at him. Do it. Y'all, what y'all think in the comment section? Let me know what y'all think. Do it like he telling the truth? Is this a joke? Is this an April Fool's joke? Is he gonna pop back up on the scene and say, April Fool's, I was playing? Now let's get to the content. Let's finish watching it.
This as basically an extortion attempt, but it still cost us a ton of money already, and it's expected to cost us many hundreds of thousands of dollars to see this through to completion. It's insane to me that a person that we did so much for can just invent some grievances out of thin air and cost us this much money as a result. This person has literally lost every single friend that he used to have when he worked at No Jumper. His streaming career has completely tanked, and he even got kicked off the podcast that he left No Jumper to start, but somehow that's our reality, and we have to fight this rather than just give in to this piece of shit. So as a result of all these circumstances, we are making some changes. Over the last few months, we laid off multiple employees.
You better lay them all off. You better make some more changes and get rid of the street cats. Get rid of the street guys. You got to do that ASAP and go spend some of that money, man, and get you some professionals, man. Get back to the underground hip hop. What happened to the hip hop questions, the rap questions? That's when it was cracking. Now it seems like every underground rapper that comes on here, they either from the streets, instead of asking them the rap questions, you asking them the street questions. And a lot of these people, they just go in here and volunteer information, and it gets them locked up like Loose, Cannon, and Brick Baby.
In an attempt to reduce our expenses as much as possible, we closed down our store on Melrose, and we're in the early stages of selling our current warehouse and moving into a smaller space. To be honest, aside from the layoffs, which sucked, I'm pretty happy about a lot of these changes. I've realized that I should have paid more attention to DJ Vlad and kept my overhead as low as possible.
There we go. Now let's get to it. You let them talk long enough, you'll hear the right stuff. Now, DJ Vlad said you should have kept your overhead at a minimum. When you go to DJ Vlad or you look at DJ Vlad, it's just him and his guests. And he's asking them some legit questions. He don't really too much get involved. He do ask a couple of messy street questions, but for the majority, he's asking them about their craft. It seems like the last show that they did when they had academics, it was a few of them, and Vlad was on there. And Vlad must have gave him one of them calls. Hey, listen, man, I like your show, but man, you need to get back to do what I'm doing. Get rid of all these ends. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Get rid of them, man. You can have a few of them, but get rid of these street dudes. They gonna bring your company down. They got the feds coming up in here. They gonna keep them coming. In a minute, they gonna come up in here and ambush this thing. Is you in it for the money or you in it for the clout, man? Get your money, man. Get rid of some of this nonsense. That's what I think.
Particularly in terms of staff and location. I'm confident that once we get the building sold, we'll be in a pretty solid financial position again as a business. Oh, and I also just want to note that I am talking about No Jumper as a business. I've got another business in the form of Plug Talk, and I've got a pretty decent investment portfolio on a personal level. I mean, shit, I'm not $2 million in debt, and I never had to file for bankruptcy like T-Rell. But I honestly spend pretty much all of my time trying to create as much content as possible with No Jumper, and I can't really justify doing so unless the fundamentals of the business make sense. It was a big decision to share this stuff with you guys, but at a certain point I realized that I've been honest with the world about just about everything in my life over the years, and it felt wrong to keep all this stuff that we've been dealing with in secret. So I know what you're thinking. What can you do to help? Well, I do have some ideas, which I'll sort into 3 categories here: free, cheap, and generous. Free. Obviously, I'm infinitely thankful to anyone who watches our content at all, follows us on the @NoJumper.
Man, we watch your content, man. One thing I like about him, you could do reactions to his videos and he don't even say nothing, no matter how much mess you talk, unless you just trying to come up there through the back door like somebody that we see on the internet do. But other than that, man, we watch the content because a lot of people, y'all got to give it to him, man. Y'all make money. Everybody make money using this content, doing reaction videos. So I don't think that he's lying, man. I think he's telling the truth on this one. He could be telling the truth. We'll see in the next show. What y'all think in the comment section, man? Give me y'all thoughts on this reaction. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you catch every video when I drop them. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop them.